Hi, I'm Chris James, and you're watching A Healthy Alternative. Today, we're going to be looking at how to combine your root products with your fasting method or fasting cycle.
We're missing a piece of the puzzle. You start getting healthy and you just become a better person. We need to start focusing more on the individual.
Okay, so ever since we introduced the root products to the community, we've gotten literally hundreds of people who have decided to start using the products. We've built out a Telegram group which has a couple hundred people in it, as well as there's several hundred people in our 21-day challenge who are using the products. So we're getting a lot of feedback, we're getting a lot of questions, and I figured I'd take today's video to kind of address some of the questions. Of course, you guys can put any additional questions you have in the comment section, and we'll do our best to respond to everything. But if you don't know what the root products are, I'm going to leave a card to the original video, as well as I should have a link or a card to another video that I did just talking about my experience with the products and why I'm even talking about them. But obviously, we talk about fasting on this channel, so the question becomes, can you use the root products while you're fasting? And the blanket answer, or the general answer, is yes. Okay. Most of the products are safe to use while doing water fasting. Now, if you're going to be doing dry fasting, I probably wouldn't recommend all of the products, but certainly the Clean Slate, which we're going to be talking about, is essentially safe to use throughout any fasting regimen or process. Of course, it's up to you if you want to use a product while you're fasting, but I'll just kind of explain what the different products do and how to incorporate them. Okay, so number one, my opinion, I think their flagship product is called Clean Slate. It's my favorite product. It is a liquid. You use a little dropper, and the dropper you can take anywhere from 1 drop to 10 drops twice a day. Okay. If you're new to using Clean Slate, the recommendation that I have put out there is to start with 5 drops twice a day. And what Clean Slate does is it traps heavy metals primarily. It's designed to trap heavy metals, glyphosates, allergens, essentially micro toxins that the body has a really hard time getting rid of. Heavy metals being one of the most prominent. And heavy metals have been known to be related to many diseases, everything from autism to cancer to menopause. So heavy metals play a very large role in our overall disease, and being able to safely remove it with a natural product has been very difficult to do, at least in the past 7 years that I've been researching. And now, of course, Root has provided a product that does it very well. We've had it third-party tested, and I haven't found anything that even comes close to this besides a synthetic chelation, which is synthetic. So I wasn't really too prone on promoting that in the community. So that's Clean Slate. Then they have the Restore product. Restore is designed to aid gut restoration. A lot of the disease that we deal with starts in the gut. A lot of the autoimmune diseases are going to be connected to poor gut health. So this is a great fundamental product. You can also use it topically, which I showed you all a before and after picture of a lady who had been using it topically, and you saw the benefits of that, and that's in the community posts. But this product opens up the elimination pathways. So when you're using it in relation to fasting, I get a lot of questions and concerns about when you're fasting, the detox symptoms that people are experiencing. That's really, one of the main concerns. People are nervous about hair fall. People are nervous about heartburn and blood clots, and being too cold, just everything. I get questions about everything, and the reason why I've always promoted to you all to do preparation before you're fasting is just to help mitigate some of these issues. Because when you fast, your body's going to very readily dump the contamination in your fat stores into your elimination pathways. If you don't have clear elimination pathways, then the contamination can get blocked. It can be reabsorbed. You can experience new issues. You can get flare-ups of old issues. So it's important to spend some time clearing those pathways. Restore is designed to clear the elimination pathways. It also, each of the ingredients in there aids in weight loss. So if you're fasting for weight loss, this is a great tool for you. And in addition to that, because it nourishes the gut flora, it does tend to act as an appetite suppressant as well. So it's a great overall product. Now, ideally, they come in these sachets, these little packets. Ideally, you would take it twice a day, so you would take half in the morning and half midday. But at the very least, you just want to take at least one packet a day. And if you're going to, let's say you're going to do a colonic or something, it's recommended to take 2 sachets the night before you do your colonic the next morning or whatever. And that will help to dislodge any contamination as well as parasites if you're dealing with parasites. And you'll start flushing it out much more easily. So even if you've done colonics before, you're on a regimen, you are likely to see some additional stuff come out if you take the 2 sachets before your colonic. So that's the Restore product. Before I move on, the Restore product does have some natural cane sugar in it. It's used as a catalyst. It's not just there for taste or anything like that. There's a very small amount of it in there. However, it doesn't throw your body out of ketosis, and so as far as fasting goes, it's fine. Now, if you're doing a pure fast, obviously you're not going to want to use it because it has a little bit of sugar in it. But if you're fasting specifically for outcomes, it will help bolster your outcomes, and also it'll make the fasting a little bit more tolerable for you. With the last product, it's called Zero N, and Zero N is it's a veggie capsule. So there's all of the turmeric and all the ingredients are like blended up in this veggie capsule, and that one helps to with dopamine production, serotonin production, which is great to have in general. Most of us are lacking in that production. The body's not producing it like it's supposed to be, which is why we see a lot of depression and things of that nature. So if you're dealing with depression, or if you're dealing with just a low vibration, Zero N's amazing. If you guys watched our most recent live, I think me and Steve did a live, maybe it was like 2 weeks ago. We took, we use the products daily, but when we did that live, I had just taken my Zero N and everything, and you could just see how focused we were, how on point we were. You just gotta, I guess you have to just try it and see, and you'll see what I'm talking about. But the products are really incredible. With the Zero N, it does help with headaches. It does help with low energy. So if you're fasting and you get low energy, it helps to reconnect neural pathways. It boosts memory, concentration, focus. It's all the products work synergistically. So we always try to say, hey, get the whole pack if you can. But I also have people saying, oh, it's too much. It's too much. I understand it's an investment. I think the problem is it's all about value proposition, right? If you don't think something's going to work or benefit you, then you don't see the value. You say, oh, it's too much. We're so used to spending money on supplements and even medicine that doesn't help us or work. I can completely understand. That's one of the reasons why we put together the Telegram group. So you can actually, I would recommend starting with either Zero N or Clean Slate or both. And then you could see how those products work for you. In the meantime, you could join our Telegram group where you'll get to see the outcomes people are talking about. That way, it's not just Chris. We literally have hundreds of people in the Telegram group. If you guys are in the 21-day challenge, you've been seeing people posting and talking about what they're experiencing. And then that will give you the confidence to want to utilize the whole kit, because they do kind of work synergistically, although they each do their own thing. So the Zero N does have caffeine in it, but it's not the traditional caffeine you would get from coffee, from a coffee bean. It actually is extracted from the cocoa leaf, right? Which is what the indigenous people originally were using. They would just chew on the little cocoa leaf, and it gives you a little stimulation. So it's a much healthier caffeine. However, if you are sensitive to caffeine, you want to watch your dosage. Me personally, I take half a capsule of Zero N. I can either do half a capsule for the whole day, or I could do half a capsule twice a day, and that's fine for me. Steven can take 4 capsules. So everyone's a little bit different, but the benefit you get from using it is I would just say you just need to try it and see. If you're doing water fasting, juice fasting, or anything of that nature, and you're not being a purist, you're not just saying, okay, no matter what, I'm only going to drink water. If you're open to any type of herbal supplement, when people ask me, I've always told them you can take herbs or vitamins with your fasting as long as they're whole herbs or vitamins, or they're not synthetics. Because I did. When I very first started fasting, I took the Dr. Sebi herbs, as some of you all probably know. So they're beneficial if you do it correctly. So because of the nature of these products, because they're all natural products and things of that nature, it's fine to take them if you're not doing just a pure water fast. If you're doing a pure water fast, then don't do it. Have the products before and after your fast. But if you're not, or if you take some type of supplementation with your fast as it is, this isn't going to stifle your fasting. With that being said, hopefully this clears up some of the questions. This is new for us because the only product we ever talked about before was the essential oils. So it's kind of new to be promoting a supplement, but I know it's something that you all have been asking me for a long time. And I was very cautious about, I just don't want to promote any old thing. It's important that, number one, it works. Number two, the raw materials are sourced. I want them to be high quality. And, this particular product checks all the boxes, and that's why we're talking about it. With that being said, if you guys have more questions, leave them in the comment section. Make sure to hit the thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe. And as always, the application of knowledge is power, and I will see you all next time.